Good morning and welcome to another week of FGCL action here at Paul Masola Park. And it's the first game of our triple header here on Field 1. Glad that you're with us. Gray Robertson up in the booth. I'll be here for the next two games, and then I've got the pro game tonight. Glad that you're here. We would love to hear from you throughout the broadcast at Gray, Gray_Robertson on the X. Send us a tweet. We will read it on the air. During this matchup between the 6-1 Sarasota Bay Swashbucklers, winners of 5 in a row, second place in the FGCL standings, against the 1-6 Sarasota Circus, coming off of their first win of the FGCL season. That came on Saturday in run rule fashion over the Skeeters, so it'll be fun to see if the Swashbucklers keep it going. They've been scoring at will, one of the best offenses in the league, taking on a Circus team who finally got their footing at the end of last week. Here is the starting lineup for the Sarasota Bay Swashbucklers, coached by McKenna Reed. Olivia Tybel, the right fielder, leads off, with Kate English, the shortstop, batting second. Lyndon Cole is the catcher. She's in the 3 spot. Jada Wade, the first baseman, bats fourth. Madison Hoffman, the left fielder, bats fifth. Zaylee Packett, the second baseman, is in the 6th spot. Kylie Savant, the third baseman, bats seventh. Madeline Willard, the DP, is in the 8 hole. Batting ninth is Libby J. Hughes, the center fielder, and the extra hitter, Shelby Taylor, is in the 10 spot. And the first pitch from Allison Wisniewski is grounded to short. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the first, for Wisniewski, who comes in out of Tiffin U, and on the summer, a 7.78 ERA, an 0-1 record, 9 innings, 14 hits, 12 runs, 10 earned, 10 walks, and 1 strikeout for Wisniewski. And here is Kate English, portaled over from App State to Reinhardt. English this summer is batting .412, 7 of 17 with 8 RBIs, a double, and 8 runs scored. Glad you're spending your morning with us here at Field 1. Again, at Gray_Robertson on the X. We want to hear from you. I am up here alone, scoring, doing the scoreboard updates, the book, the literal scoreboard updates, the ticker you see on your screen, manually inputting that, as well as the stats online. Three and one on English, as mentioned, hitting .412. OBP also .412, has not drawn a walk this summer, so stats would say she'll swing here. She does, and it's caught at third. Great time to tell you the defensive alignment for the Circus. Cena Smith is in left, Donaldson in center, Peak in right. Prim just made that grab over at third. Brooke Smith is at short. At second base, Avery Knoll, first base Mia Richards, and Gabby Castillo is behind the dish, catching for Wisniewski as the first pitch to Lyndon Cole comes in low. Cole out of Arkansas Rich Mountain, looking for a new home. Has been raking so far here in the FGCL. Here's her line: 8 of 13, 615 average, 8 RBIs, 1 home run, 1 double, 5 runs scored, a 706 on-base percentage, putting together an all-star worthy profile. Three one, fouled off, full count. outside. And a walk surrendered to Cole with 2 outs. Which brings up Jada Wade out of Towson. Wade is 7 of 16 here this summer, 438 average with 3 RBIs, 6 runs scored. 1 double thrown in there. 500 on base percentage. And the first pitch is sent to right. That'll get down. Cole holds at second. And now a chance for one of the hitters who is making a case for Offensive Player of the Year. And again, we got a lot of time until awards are announced, but front runner right now is probably Oklahoma State's Madison Hoffman. League leader in RBIs with 14. 10 of 18 on the summer with a 556 average. There's 14 runs driven in. A homer, a triple, 4 doubles, 11 runs scored, a 680 on base percentage. Pulls back the bunt, 1-0. One and two. Called strike 3. The first time Hoffman has struck out this summer, and what a pitch by Wisniewski to keep it at 0. Going to the bottom of the first. Circus bats coming up for the first time here today on the other side here on field 1. Here is the starting lineup for the Sarasota Circus, coached by Claire Ginder. And they're 1-6 on the summer, but off to a good start here today after stranding a couple in the top of the first. Gabby Castillo, the catcher, leads off. Natalie Donaldson, the center fielder, will bat second. Allison Wisniewski, the pitcher, is in the 3 spot. Avery Knoll is playing second, batting fourth. Brooke Smith, the shortstop, is in the 5 hole. Kinsley Peak is batting 6th. She's the right fielder. Madison Prim, the third baseman, is in the 7 spot. Mia Richards, first base, bats 8th. Ashlyn Bunn, the extra hitter, is in the 9 hole. Sina Smith, the left fielder, bats 10th. And they're all taking on BYU's Kate Dolly, a 2.94 ERA this summer, 2-0 record, 16 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 10 runs, 7 earned, 10 walks, 21 strikeouts. And the first pitch to Gabby Castillo misses for ball 1. Dolly, one of the few pitchers in this league who's reached that 20K mark. Gabby Castillo out of Oklahoma State. That one misses. 2-0. Castillo 4 for 10 with 3 RBIs, a home run, and 3 runs scored here this summer. Has also walked 3 times, so a .538 on-base percentage. We'll also check in on what's happening at Field 2 from time to time. Bottom of the first, Queens and Finns, scoreless over there. That's laced out to left and down for a base hit. So a good start for the Circus. And that gives me a chance to tell you about the defense for the Swashbucklers. Hoffman in left, JQ's in center, Tybal in right, Savan at third, English at short, Packett at second, Wade at first, Cole behind the plate. With Natalie Donaldson out of Georgia stepping in. Called strike on Donaldson, who's 4 for 13 with an RBI, a double, and 3 runs. Quickly 0-2. Foul ball. That's blooped and fair. Down the left field line. And a very good start for the Circus offense. 2 on, nobody out. Opportunity abounds for Allison Wisniewski to help herself out. Hasn't gotten a ton of ABs here this summer. Just 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, a home run, and a run scored. She's walked twice, so a .667 on base percentage. I think if we were in the playoffs, this would be an auto bunt situation, but regular season, so Wisniewski probably going to swing away. That one just missed in. 1-0. Wisniewski out of Tiffin U. Grounds that foul. Throw to third. Got her. What a beautiful snap throw. And Castillo is caught stealing on the double steal. Cole quick with it. Donaldson does take second. And now a 3-2 on Wisniewski with one out. Called strike three. Look at K. Dolly getting out of a jam. 2 gone. Ball 1 to Avery Knoll. The Liberty Flame. Avery Knoll, 6 of 14 with 2 RBIs, 4 runs scored, 2 doubles as well here this summer. Knoll straight to center field on the run, and it's over the head of the center fielder, Jay Hughes. Knoll slides into second, and the Circus are on the board with an RBI double. That makes that caught stealing loom even larger, but what a swing by Knoll. Her 3rd RBI and 3rd double here this summer. And just when it looked like Kate Dolly might dance out of danger here in the first, the Circus gets on the board. And in steps Brooke Smith, another Georgia Bulldog, off to a slower start here this summer, 3 of 14. 2 RBIs, 4 runs scored for Smith. One, two, now 2-2. Over to third, scooped and thrown, and that'll end the inning. But a successful inning for the Circus as they get on the board. Swashbucklers will look to respond, trailing by a run here on field 1. Top of the second, Swashbucklers will send up Zaylee Packett to start. That's grounded to third. Just like to start the first inning, 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second. In this inning, it's 6, 7, 8. Packett, Savant, and Willard. We've already seen Packett go down. And now, Kylie Savant, who's portaled from Houston to South Alabama, will step in. Savant 4 for 10 with 2 RBIs, a double, and 4 runs here this summer. No tweets. Come on, guys. I know people are watching. @Gray_Robertson on the X. Let us know where you're watching, who you're watching, how you're spending this. What day is it? Monday? Monday morning. Happy belated Father's Day to all the dads out there. Does not include me. I'm not a father. However, my nickname in college was Dad for a while. From like the second I started as a freshman. Three and one. And ball 4. So Savant draws the free pass. And up comes Madeline Willard out of University of Arkansas Monticello. Willard 4 for 15 with 4 RBIs, a double, 2 runs here in the FGCL. .353 on base percentage. That is rolled to short. Brooke Smith on the run. Great throw. Athletic play by Smith. Savant does move to second, but there's 2 down. And now Libby J. Hughes out of Oklahoma State. My first time getting to see her this summer. Has been away for a little bit. 0 for 1 here in the FGCL. That is skied towards center. A lot of carry on this one, right to the fence. But the catch is made by Donaldson to end the inning. Well struck by Jake Hughes. But it's another 0 put up by Wisniewski, and we go to the bottom of the second. Circus trying to stay hot. They're up 1-0 here on field 1. 6, 7, 8 for the Circus. Here in the second inning, Peak, Prim, Richards. Kate Dolly back to work in the circle against Kinsley Peak out of Towson. We're going to get her summer rolling just a little bit as we begin what's officially the second full week, technically week 3. Week 1 just had 2 days. Peak is 2 for 12 with 4 runs scored. She has walked 4 times, so 375 on base percentage. That one fouled off, 1-2. Peak, a returning FGCLer. Now after a quick pause, the 1-2 looked like she got a piece of it. She did go because it was foul. I have no idea how she made contact with that. That's outside, 2-2. Peak gets into this out towards center. And that is gone! Kinsley Peak with a solo shot, her first of the summer, and it's 2-0 Circus. Tell you what, off the bat, I didn't think so. But that one just kept going. Good stuff from Kinsley Peak. And now you've got to face Madison Prim. One of the team leaders in batting average. First pitch misses for ball 1. Prim is 5 for 13 with 5 RBIs and 2 doubles here this summer, coming out of Lenore Ryan, looking for a new home, and I don't believe she's found one. Some of them do find no homes and don't tell me, so it's the adjustment we have to make. Until then, I've got her on my list. Yeah, right now, Kate Dolly getting a little bit quicker of a bounce back after the home run. Off of Dolly, ricochet to second. The glove flip will get the out. That was a nifty play by Packett, reversing course very quickly. And there's one gone here in the second. Base is clear for Mia Richards. Portaling from Texas Tech. Richards 1 for 11 with 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored here this summer. She's walked once. Has stolen 5 bases, so when she gets on, it's pretty dangerous what she can do. I would ask for tweets, but it appears Twitter is down, so I'll hold. If you've tweeted me and I haven't read it, that's why. Twitter's not working. Another 3-0, back-to-back 3-0 counts from Dolly. And ball 4. So Richards is at first. And out comes McKenna Reed to have a word with Kate Dolly. On deck is Ashlyn Bunn out of Winthrop. Bunn 2 for 12 with a run scored and a double here this summer. Has walked 3 times, so a .333 on base percentage. Quick check over on field 2. Finn's up 4-0 now on the Queens. That's an important game over there. Finn's 5-2, Queens 4-3. Here are the Circus 1-6, Swashbucklers 6-1. Swashbucklers second in the league. Circus technically 13th. They've got the tiebreaker over the Skeeters. Here's Bunn. 1-0. Circus singing MJ, PYT. Wonder how much the mic can pick up in that regard. That is Presley Downing over at first base, operating as the first base coach for the Circus today. I think McKenna Reed was asking if Richards left early. All right, everything's fine. 2-1 from Dolly. And that'll sneak down the third base line. Richards was going that time. She's safe at third. Circus has him on the corners here in the second. And we do have a challenge. So the challenge was, did the runner leave early? And with the quick look we've got up here, I did not see anything that suggested otherwise. Again, we've only really got one or two looks at it. But now, runners on the corners, one out. And a swing and a miss for Cena Smith out of Ohio. 4 for 15. 3 RBIs, a triple, 6 runs. I like that you can't see me. That's pretty good. 0-2. All right, Kate Dolly. Swashbucklers getting a little feisty here this morning. And I actually think on the foul ball there was a case. It did look to me like Richards was early, but that last one, she was right on time. Looking at it, paused. Foul ball. Oh, 2 again is high. 1-2. Smith grounds that to deep, short, good stop. The throw to first pulled her off the bag, and a run will score. So 3-0 Circus. The Circus music has been cued down the first base line, and back to the top of the order with Gabby Castillo. 1 for 1 today with a base hit. That was in the dirt. 2-0. Problem is, Dolly is just falling behind consistently so far today. That was pitch 50 for her. 3-1. Fouled off. Don't get out of play. Full count. Well, this feels like a massive pitch for Kate Dolly. On deck, you've got Donaldson. Another one of the top bats in the Circus lineup. It's 3-0. Swashbucklers' offense is very explosive. They've looked a little bit sluggish today on this Monday. Still plenty of time, but don't want the hole to get any deeper. Out towards center field. Catch made. Everyone holds. And 2 outs now for Donaldson, who's 1 for 1 with a run scored. I'm going to have to double check, but I have a feeling only 2 batters in this inning have seen a first pitch strike from Dolly. And those that haven't seen a first pitch strike have always seen a 2-0 count. This will be the one for Donaldson. Good pitch, 2-1. Man, Dolly's having a really battle. This is a blooper. That's trouble down and left. The throw home is not in time, and it's 4-0 Circus. RBI single from Donaldson. Natalie Donaldson is now 2 for 2. And who is this Circus team? 1-6 on the summer, taking on the 6-1 Swashbucklers. They're all over Kate Dolly. Ball 1 to Allison Wisniewski, who's 0 for 1. Runner goes, delayed steal, and Smith stands on third. Wisniewski struck out looking in the first. The throw down. They're trying the double steal. Play at the plate. Won't happen. And Donaldson's on second. 5-0 Circus. That was crafty. Circus team running wild right now. 4 runs in the inning. And a 2-0 count with Donaldson in scoring position. There has been 1 error in the frame. 2 of these runs are unearned. But they still count on the scoreboard. Cena Smith comes in to score on the double steal. See if Wisniewski's take here on the 3-0. She was called strike. Payoff from Kate Dolly trying to get through the second inning. She missed high, ball 4. And it just keeps going. And now you've got Avery Knoll, who had the RBI double in the first. Mia Richards will come in and run for the pitcher, Wisniewski. Ball 1 to Avery Knoll. As mentioned, had the RBI double earlier. Plays for Dr. Richardson at Liberty. Freshman last year for the Flames out of Wisconsin. Good pitch, 1-1. Uncle played football at Virginia Tech. Man, that's 66 pitches for Dolly. We are not even through the second. This has been really tough. Allison Sparkman is coming in from the bullpen. I bet she was probably supposed to come in a little bit later. We do have the subs. Sparkman is next. Dolly trying to get out of this jam. Knoll looking to add more out to center field. Donaldson rounds third. She'll score. It's 6-0. Avery Knoll with another RBI. And the Circus is humming here in the second inning. And that will be the end of the day for Kate Dolly. Pitching change incoming. And we'll tell you about Allison Sparkman in just a moment. 6-0 Circus, bottom of the second here on Field 1. New pitcher for the Swashbucklers is the Florida Gator, Allison Sparkman. 2-0 record this summer, a .488 ERA. 14 and a third innings, 15 hits, 12 runs, 10 earned, 16 walks, and 11 strikeouts. Comes in for Kate Dolly, who just didn't have her best today. Inning and 2/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, 3 of those earned. 2 walks and a strikeout, 68 pitches, 35 strikes. 6-0. Circus all over the Swashbucklers. And after the Avery Knoll RBI single, here's Sparkman to face Brooke Smith, the Georgia Bulldog, who grounded out her first time up. Knoll goes, no need to throw. So a little Florida-Georgia battle here in the bottom of the second. Brooke Smith plays for Tony Baldwin. Sparkman plays for our buddy Tim Walton. If you're watching, hi, Coach. Hi, Steph. Smith to left field. That'll bring him 1. Knoll holds. 7-0 Circus. RBI single for Brooke Smith. a 6 spot here in the second. Circus coming off of a run rule of the Skeeters, but this has been a monster showing. And now you got Kinsley Peak, who started this inning with a solo home run. Smith will jaunt, and now another run's going to score. 8-0. The double steal works again. That one just misses. 2-0. Quite the uppercut from the Sarasota Circus. Peak in the air to left. It's still hanging there, and finally the catch is made by Hoffman to end the inning. 7 in for the Circus. They lead at 8-0 after 2. A Monday morning stunner here on Field 1. The 1-6 Circus all over the second place 6-1 Swashbucklers. Can Sarasota Bay get off the mat? Shelby Taylor leading off. Tim 1-2 due up. Called strike on the change. What a cushion this is for Alisham Wisniewski. Taking on Shelby Taylor. It's Taylor, Tybal, and English. Shelby Taylor in the portal from Houston. She's been really good this summer. 7 of 18, 5 RBIs, a double, 9 runs. 500 on base percentage. And if you're the Swashbucklers, you're just trying to chip away. You could get it all back in one inning, but really you're just looking for something on the board. Right now we're in run rule territory. Swashbucklers are down to their final 9 outs. Oh, I guess Twitter's up now. Ground ball to second. Ooh, the throw was slightly offline. But there's one down. Now back to Olivia Tybal in the portal out of Stetson. I have not heard from anyone, so Twitter being down, if that precluded you from tweeting, hit me up now at Gray, Gray _ Robertson. Circus fans, make some noise. You're going to get a highlight clip if this score holds. Got some options that I'm writing down on my scorebook. Also, the Swashbucklers are trying to buck a trend and set new history. As far as I know, the largest comeback in FGCL history is 7 runs multiple times. We've seen 6 this summer. Last year, that's ball 4. Last year we saw a 8-1 comeback. Slice got a walk-off. Ball 1 to Kid English, who's 0 for 1. Lined out a hard shot to third, the 5 spot on their lineup. Back in the first inning. Two and 0. English to left. Tybal running very well, but she is out at third. What a relay in. Cena Smith, have a day. I have no qualms whatsoever with sending her, because it would have taken a perfect throw. Problem is, that's what happened from Cena Smith. Another highlight for the Circus. 2 gone for Lyndon Cole. Cole walked earlier. And with the way the playoffs are, single elimination, all 14 teams make it. But considering the depth of pitching in the league and the offenses that a lot of the top contenders have, you can't. I don't foresee 11 through 14 winning. So you've got to make sure you're playing in the first round at least ahead of that bottom 4, who will play kind of quote-unquote play-in games. And with, again, a lot of time to go, the Circus currently sits in 13th, a game back of 10th. As we get closer to postseason, we'll go over more scenarios, but just thinking ahead, a good run by the Circus could be the thing that catapults them into better postseason positioning and maybe a run. I mean, it really feels like I legitimately think 13 of the 14 teams could, with the right bracket, win this thing. Three-two to Lyndon Cole. Grounded foul. Foul ball. think maybe the Swashbucklers thought Prim touched it. I did not think so before that went in foul ground. But it was called foul on the field. Wouldn't be reviewable anyway. Cole waits. That's out of play. Called strike 3. Look at Allison Wisniewski cruising right along. To the bottom of the third we go. Circus in total command here on field 1. Seven, 8, 9 to set to hit for the Circus. Prim, Richards, and Bunn. Madison Prim grounded out in the first, or I beg your pardon, her first time up in the second. And ball 1 from Sparkman. These are missing just a little, not much. They're good takes by Prim. That's a little bigger. 3-0. Just one of those games for the Swashbucklers. They have really struggled to get ahead of hitters. And Dolly's been really good all summer. Sparkman has had some walk issues, but Circus is just coming out laser focused. 4-pitch walk to Prim. That brings up Mia Richards. Over on field 2, it's 5-1. Finns over the Queens, top 4. I went just outside of Richards. Richards walked earlier. Later came around to score. Just outside, 2-0. And another walk. A 4-pitch free pass to put 2 on, nobody out. Swashbucklers pitching has now allowed 4 walks today, which frankly isn't as many as it could be. They're just falling behind a lot. I mean, the 2-0s and 3-0s have been numerous. Now you've got Ashlyn Bunn. One for one with a run here today. Singled her last time up. Bunn, the sophomore last year from Charlotte, North Carolina. Here's a strike. 1-1. Plays her college ball at Winthrop. And looked up to her cousin, Jenna Green, FGCL alum, one of the better pitchers we saw in the early days. Man, I remember, I think it was year 1, Jenna Green pitching for the Squeeze, yes, against the River Mocs. That was an epic battle. Jenna Green, really, really good college career at Presbyterian. Ooh, I thought she went. Nope, didn't go. Yikes. I think everything except her hands went and the barrel. Her body was gone. Two from Sparkman. Outside, full count. Yeah, looking at the replay, she didn't go. Good call by our field umpire, Abby Dayton. Swing and a miss. Important strikeout for Sparkman. 1 down. I'll send up Cena Smith. Had an RBI earlier, reached on an error, came around to score. Smith grounds that foul. Cena, a freshman last year from Ohio, out of East Liverpool, Ohio. Favorite athletes, Mike Trout and Montana Fouts. Looked up to Jenny Finch and Haley McClinney growing up. Had a McClinney-esque throwout at third earlier in the game and has been stealing like Halo. 0-2. At some point, we got this list of all the players I looked up to, and I'm friends with like a good number of them. I wonder if we can sneak in a little FaceTime at some point with some of these heroes for these players in the FGCL. Halo, if you're watching, text me. I don't think she is. I think she's in a meeting right now. Oh, dirty. Called strike 3 on the change from Sparkman. 2 away. Back-to-back strikeouts sends us back to the top of the order. And Gabby Castillo, who's 1 for 2. Single in the first, fly out to center in the second. For the Oklahoma State Cowgirl. Let's see who she looked up to growing up. Looked up to her sister, who played softball for Houston Christian University. Loves to watch Lexi Kilfoyle. Has 6 dogs. Gabby does. And a bunt. A good one. It's fair. The throw to first is in time. And the inning is over. I like the idea, but this time the Swashbuckler defense is up to the task. And we go to the fourth, 8-0 Circus here on field 1. All right, we have been given a correction as we go to the fourth. 8-0 Circus over the Swashbucklers. Due up for the Swashbucklers. 4-5-6. Wade, Hoffman, and Packett. The earlier outfield assist was from Kinsley Peak, who switched with Cena Smith. So the stats will not reflect that because I would have to restat like a full inning. But, you know, we don't have time for that. Maybe we can get to it later, but it'll take a little bit of time. See these changes? They call it, we have to like go back and do the entire game over, which again, don't have time. Calling 3 games today and probably won't get home until 8 o'clock tonight. So we'll get to it if we can, but just for the public record, outfield assist by Kinsley Peak, not Cena Smith. Jada Wade singled earlier. And up 2-0 on Wisniewski, who I believe is going to be throwing her final inning of work here if the subs hold. We're going to see KK Bias next. Three and one. And a swing and a miss. Allison Wisniewski is in full shove mode right now. 1 down. And here's Madison Hoffman, who struck out in the 5th. Trying to jumpstart this offense. Almost got hit in the elbow there, 1-0. No runs on 2 hits, an error, and 4 left for the Swashbucklers. 8 runs on 8 hits for the Circus, no errors, and 4 left. Circus defense has been outstanding as well. Change up high. Three-0 on Hoffman, the redshirt freshman last year for Kenny Gajewski. Hit .405 for the Cowgirls in 2026. In the roster for Oklahoma State as a pitcher, but no innings last season. Had 12 RBIs, 4 home runs. Says her favorite food is ice cream, and she loves Andes. That's a great pull. Andes is outstanding. That's ball 4. Walk for Hoffman. Sending up Zaylee Packett, looking for a new home out of Cleveland Community College. 0 for 1. Looking for a new home, and also looking for her first hit of the summer. 0 for 13. Pulls back the bunt. 0-1. I wouldn't hate a bunt down the first base line. Did not see any sign of Richards coming in on that. Packett out to right, and that'll flare down for a hit. Hoffman, big turn. She'll head to third and get there safely. And she'll stay at third base. But there's the first hit of the summer for Zaylee Packett. 2 in scoring position for the Swashbucklers as they try and get back involved in this game. And you've got Kylie Savant, the newest Jaguar of South Alabama, stepping in. Savant walked earlier. A lot of cushion for Wisniewski. Doesn't have to be perfect. But you can't let the Swashbucklers offense get the snowball rolling down the hill. That's where things get really dangerous. That changeup, they don't know what to do with it. 1-1. At some point, you would hope someone would make the adjustment and just sit on that change. I've seen a couple people try and do it, but no one's really squared it up because it's coming in pretty slow. There you go. Out towards right. This should be deep enough to score a run. Hoffman tags up. She'll get in safely. Packett's at third, and the Swashbucklers are on the board thanks to a sac fly by Kylie Savant. So 2 gone for Madeline Willard, runner at third. First pitch ball to Willard, who's 0 for 1. Willard grounded out in the second inning. Trying to get another run in. Throw back to third, not in time. 2-0. Willard already with 5 RBIs, beg your pardon, 4 RBIs, looking for a 5th. And she won't get a chance. 4-pitch walk puts him on the corners. There's one nit to pick for Wisniewski. That's walk number 5. Now you've got Libby J. Hughes. Freshman last year for Kenny Gajewski out of Moore, Oklahoma. 2025 Oklahoma Gatorade Player of the Year for track and field. So you know she's got speed and strength. Flew out to center earlier. Here's ball 1. Just a little out, 2-1. Jake Hughes waits and sends. Deep shot. Goodbye. There's the strength. Libby J. Hughes gets the Swashbucklers right back in it. It's a 4-run ball game. Got one of those changeups elevated and a mistake from Wisniewski. And now Shelby Taylor. Again, 2 outs in the inning. Taylor 0 for 1 with a ground out. Look out for Libby J. Hughes. Again, only one AB coming into this game has been out, but back now for the Swashbucklers. And boy, you had her power with Hoffman. Garrett Griggs is not in the lineup yet. She will come in later. Also, don't have Eden Frederick in the starting lineup today. (0-2). Some of the Slice are in the house. They're playing a little bit later today. Our next game on this field is Snowbirds and Loggerheads. Good spot on an 0-2. A little outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Taylor to center field. Don't look now. Here come the Swashbucklers. 2 out single. Back to the top of the order with Tybal. Tybal is 0 for 1 with a walk today. And check that, Garrett Griggs from Alabama will come and hit in the leadoff spot, trying to keep passing the baton. Griggs batting .478, 11 of 23, 7 RBIs. A triple, a double, and 7 runs scored, 0-1. Versatile athlete who can do just about anything. Gotta wonder if Taylor's going to be in motion here soon, too. 0-2. Sent foul towards the cars. Change up out towards center, and that's looping. Down for a hit for Griggs. Runners on the corners for the Swashbucklers here in the fourth. Made the adjustment. Good base running by Taylor. And here's Kate English, who's 1 for 2. English a line out and a single today. Great speed on base. Called strike. We're in a scenario, though, where the tying run stands on deck, and it's Lyndon Cole, who entered today with one of the best batting averages in the entire FGCL. Opportunities here for the Swashbucklers. Circus trying to hang on. Wisniewski has been cooking up until this inning, and then that home run by Jake Hughes kind of turned the momentum over to the Swashbucklers' side. 3-1. English high in the sky out to left. And that is caught up against the fence. It's Peak making the grab right up against it to end the inning. 4 runs do come in for the Swashbucklers. They're very much back in it, but it could have been more as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Circus will look to answer back on the other side. Two, 3, 4 for the Circus as they try and answer. Donaldson, Wisniewski, and Knoll. And a first pitch ball from Sparkman. Sparkman put up a 0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Turned out that was important. This game was in run rule territory early, but a 4 spot by the Swashbucklers have tightened the proceedings. Donaldson grounds out to first. Wade stays down. Taps the bag for out number 1. Donaldson retired for the first time today, now 2 for 3. And that'll send up Allison Wisniewski, who struck out looking in the first, walked in, scored, or rather her temporary runner scored in the second. Trying to get a little bit back after giving up 4 in the top of the 4th. Ooh, fooled by the change. Got Allie versus Allie. Allison versus Allison. Sparkman versus Wisniewski. Let's check in on field 2 while we've got a moment. And then I'll check tweets, see if anyone has tweeted me. Please, guys, I'm up here alone. This is a slow roller to short. Good throw, 2 down. Top 5 over there, 8-1 Finns over the Queens. No tweets. Have a follow, but it's from a recruit, so. Oh well. Avery Knoll has had a great day today. How about this? 2 for 2 with a double, a single, a run scored. And she's driven in some runs as well. 2 RBIs today. And she's got another infield hit as English's throw was way late and way offline. 3 for 3 day for Avery Knoll. Turning it over to Brooke Smith. Brooke Smith is 1 for 2. Drove in a runner last time up. Change high, 1-0. Knoll also has 2 stolen bases today. 7 swipes of bags for the Circus offense today. Unlocking a new part of their offense. They had 11 all summer entering today, but now going to be up there for tops in the FGCL. Not as many as the Snowbirds, but they're taking the extra base, being aggressive. Three and 1. Ball 4. So Brooke Smith draws the walk. And now the home run hitter, Kinsley Peak, who's hit it deep twice. A solo home run in the second inning, and then a long fly out to left also in the second. 1 for 2 day for the 6-hitter for the Circus. Kinsley Peak out of Towson. And her half missed, 1-0. That gets away. Wild pitch will move up both runners. Now a great chance for Peak to get a couple runs back here in the 4th. Some 2-out drama here in this inning. Change up? Let's see. 2-2. It was the change. It was in the dirt. Full count. On deck is Prim. Ball 4. They are loaded for the Circus here in the 4th. Constant pressure, man. That has been the story. And the Circus will send up the player out of Lenore Rhine, looking for a new home. As far as I know, has not found it, but young lady who hit .376 last season, hit .436 in 2025, 0 for 1 today. Prim today has a ground out in the 2nd, a walk in the 3rd. She's got 5 RBIs here this summer. Back up the middle, base hit. She's going to add to the RBI total by 2. Second run comes in, and it's 10-4 Circus. Good job by Prim. Driving in a pair, 10-4, and now the run rule inducing run is on base for Mia Richards, who's had an interesting day today. No official at bat. She's walked twice, scored once. It is not the day for the Swashbucklers pitching staff. A lot of 2-out runs scored in this game as well. There's a strike, 2-1. Yeah, Richards would love to get into one. 1 for 11 entering today. 3 RBIs. Portaling out of Texas Tech. Waiting on deck is Ashlyn Bunn, who's 1 for 2 today. Payoff, swing and a miss. Sparkman limits the damage, but 2 runs do come in. 10-4 Circus going to the 5th here on Field 1. As we begin the fifth, new pitcher in the ballgame for the Circus, and it's KK Bias in the portal looking for a new home, previously of Longwood. Facing 3, 4, 5 in the swashbuckler order, Cole, Riley, and Hoffman. Bias this summer with a 4.34 ERA, 9 2/3 innings, 0-3 record, 22 hits, 19 runs, 6 earned. 6 walks and 3 strikeouts, and Lyndon Cole starts things here in the fifth with a base hit. Single up the middle off of Bias, who replaces Alisham Wisniewski. Wisniewski went 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 5 walks and 3 strikeouts. And Griggs will be the temporary runner for Lyndon Cole, as Rusty Riley out of Boise State, who had the big hit the other day, gets her first AB of the game. Riley 5 for 17, 294 average, 6 RBIs, 1 home run, 5 runs scored. Tell you what, Wisniewski did well today. Had a little bit of trouble in the fourth, but for the most part, can't be mad about her performance. Other changes for the Circus. Britt Davis is now in at second. Peak is still in left. New right fielder is Gabby Castillo. Ashlyn Bunn is catching. Riley gets into it out to center. Catch made. Donaldson is there for the first out. Bringing up Madison Hoffman. Hoffman is 0 for 1 with a walk, a strikeout, and a run scored today. Still have the speedy Griggs over at first base. And Hoffman lays down a beautiful bunt. Bias to first, not in time. Couldn't ask for better from Madison Hoffman. Two on, 1 out for the next sub. Ooh, check that. Zaylee Packett will stay in. Supposed to be Frederick. But will remain Zaylee Packett, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored today. That's a fair ball. Didn't hit her foot. The throw down to first is in time. 2 gone. Good job by Prim. That was awkward. And 2 in scoring position for Kylie Savant. Savant has not recorded an official at-bat today. Sacrifice fly and a walk. First pitch up for ball 1. That's sent opposite way. Long fly ball, catch made by Castillo on the hop to end the inning. Circus up 6. They can walk it off if they score a pair as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Over on the other field, the Queens have fallen to the Finns, so the Finns move up to 6-2. The Swashbucklers are 6-1, but they've got to make sure the Circus don't end this early. 10-4, 9-10-1 due up for the Circus. And that's lifted out to right and down for a base hit. Ashlyn Bunn with a single to start it off, and the game-winning run will come to the plate here in the bottom of the fifth. J.C. Hamilton can put a swing in it and wrap this up out of Walter State. There's strike one from Sparkman. Hamilton, so far this summer, is 8 for 15 with an RBI, no home runs. All 8 hits have been singles. 3 runs scored for. But if anything, trying to just turn it over to the top of the Circus order that's been so good today. Castillo, Donaldson. Against Allison Sparkman, who's trying to make sure her team sees a 6th. Again, the largest comeback this summer in the FGCL has been, although Tom's here, he can confirm, per my memory, 6 runs a couple times. We have not seen anything larger than that. Largest in history was last year when the Slice came back from down 7 to win. Swashbucklers were down 8 at one point today. Look out. Oh, wow, what a scoop by Packett. 1 down. Now back to the top of the order with Gabby Castillo. 1 for 3 on the day. Has been caught stealing, left 4 on base. Still representing the game-ending run. Strike 1 from Sparkman. Castillo opposite way. That'll find the gap. All the way to the fence. Bunn will come in to score. Castillo's made it a 7-run ball game here in the 5th. And it's a 2 for 4 day for the Cowgirl. Bringing up the Georgia Bulldog, Natalie Donaldson, who's 2 for 3 today. Pair of singles and a ground out for the 2-hitter. Donaldson left field. That's caught on the run. Great positioning by Hoffman, who read that perfectly. 2 down. And it will be Presley Downing getting a chance to hit for Wisniewski here in the 3 spot. Downing, who portaled from Oklahoma State, has found a new home, but it is not available to the public yet, so I will not announce her news. With Castillo's speed, something in the grass would wrap it up. Swashbucklers up against it, 2nd place in the league, but the Circus in 13th has taken it to them from the opening pitch. Now time called. Downing so far this summer is 3 for 5 with an RBI. Hit by pitch as well. She's not thinking HBP though. She's thinking base hit. 2-2. Full count. Payoff from Sparkman. Into the screen. This next pitch will be pitch 70 in relief for Allison Sparkman. Ball 4. So Downing heads to first. For all intents and purposes, though, her run really doesn't matter. And now you got Britt Davis looking for a new home. I believe she's found one, coming from Lenore Rhine. 4 for 16 with 5 RBIs, 2 homers. .294 on base percentage. Davis leads the Circus with 2 home runs. Team hit their 6th earlier. Three and 0. Waiting on deck is Brooke Smith, who's also swung it well today. Should be a take for Davis. It was, and it's a strike. 3-1. Ball 4, loaded up. And it's Brooke Davis's moment. One for 2 with a walk and a run. She's already driven in 1 run today. And yet again, it's that old Florida-Georgia rivalry. In the bottom of the 5th, Sparkman trying to get her team to a 6th. She's the Gator. The Bulldog Smith is trying to wrap it up here in 5. Good block by Cole, 1-1. Smith bloops that out to right. The dog wins the battle. And the Circus run rules the Swashbucklers for their 2nd straight win and 2nd this summer. After starting 0-6, 2 straight run rule victories for the Circus. And what a victory for Claire Ginder's squad. Wisniewski, the winning pitcher. Dolly takes the loss. And Brooke Smith has the walk-off to wrap up our first of 3 here on Field 1. Your final score in 5 innings. Circus 12, Swashbucklers 4. Swashbucklers dropped to 6-2 on the summer, tied for second with the Finns. And the Circus now 2-6, moving on up in the standings again. So important to get out of that bottom 4 come playoff time. And the Circus, a little hot right now, 21 runs in their last 2 games. That'll do it for this first of 3 here on Field 1. Coming up a little bit later is the Snowbirds and the Loggerheads battling it out. I'll be back. I got to get lineups and do some things prior. But until then, for everyone from the FGCL, for Tom, who's in the booth with me now, randomly showed up because his game ended before mine as per usual, I'm Gray Robertson saying so long. Circus wins it 12-4. Snowbirds Loggerheads coming up next here on Field 1.